Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney and we are here today with a pick a card reading for advice from Spirit on the current situations that you are struggling with. Before we get into this video, I would like to say that if you like this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the post notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload future videos. If you feel called, please share this video with a friend who could use some advice from Spirit about a current situation that they are struggling with. Before we get into the pile selection, I would just like to let you guys know that every message in this reading may not resonate with everyone. So please take the messages however they resonate with your situation. Okay, so we are just going to get right into the pile selection. So the first pile we have is a Dalmatian crystal. The second pile is a green aventurine. The third pile is a howlite crystal, and the fourth pile is a opal crystal. So again, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, and this is pile number 4. Okay, you guys, so before you get into choosing your pile, I would like you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to try to clear your mind of everything that's going on right now, all of your worries, all of your fears, all of your anxieties. And I would like you to ask, God, ask your spirit guides, your ancestors that walk with you of the highest light and highest vibration. Ask them for any advice that they have for you about a current situation that you are struggling with. If you would like to, you can think about a current situation that you are struggling with and ask them to put some advice into these piles so that you can know how to move forward within your situation. Okay, so again, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, and this is pile number 4. I will leave the timestamps in the description box as well as pinned in the comment section. So whenever you guys take your few deep breaths and you just please don't think too much on it, just choose the pile that you feel drawn to the most. And once you get done with that, I will see you guys at your pile selection. So with that being said, we are just going to go ahead and get right into pile number 1. All right, for everyone who chose pile number 1, this is your reading, the Dalmatian crystal. This is just the affirmation card that I am going to read last, so I am going to sit this over here to the side. Okay, so the first 2 cards that we have here are just awareness cards, and these cards are just to bring awareness to certain situations that are going on in your life. Some things from, some advice from Spirit about some things that you need to work on, or just some things that you need to acknowledge and pay a little bit more attention to. Okay, so please, whatever the messages that are in this reading, please just take them however they resonate with your situation. Okay, so let's just get into these 2 cards. The first card is, who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Today's soul action. Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soul connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. And the second one is, am I letting fear stop me? Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today's soul action. Today, be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. Okay, you guys. So what I am seeing here from these 2 cards is that a lot of you guys may be searching for something that is already within you in someone else. It's like you want something from someone else, but you don't see it within yourself just yet. So what Spirit is asking you right now with your current situation is to really, what you are looking for in someone else, Spirit wants you to be that for someone else, and not just always expect that from someone else, or not always expecting someone to give that to you, but for you to be that for someone else. Definitely making some connections with people. A lot of you guys, what I am getting, a lot of you guys are afraid to open up to people, like even maybe some people outside of your circle. Maybe you have this circle of friends that some of you may not even have, close friends at all. Maybe you just stick with kind of your family and, people that you grew up with. So when new people come along in your life, you don't make that connection with them because, maybe some things that happened to you within your childhood, and it's out of fear of, being hurt again, or, losing a friendship again. A lot of you guys may have lost someone really close to you, whether this is someone in your family, or, this is a friendship that just didn't work out, that caused you a lot of pain, a lot of grief. And you're afraid to open up and kind of, establish another connection with people because you don't want to feel that loss again. So Spirit is just asking you to really start to make that connection with other people. There's people out here who need that from you. So if you can't, if you don't see that hero around you that you need for yourself, then be that for someone else. Because you being a hero or stepping up and, servicing, being of service to someone else, or, loving someone else, genuinely loving and genuinely caring for someone else, that is going to bring you the same, if not more, amount of joy that you would have if someone was giving that to you. All right, so we're just going to get right into the next three cards. So we have grief here. All right, we have friendship. This makes a lot of sense, you guys. Okay, and we have humor. So we're going to start off with humor as the first card. Humor says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So with this humor card, Spirit is letting you know that there are always going to be situations in your life that is going to need your immediate attention. Like right now in this moment, you're going to need to pay special attention to certain areas in your life. But don't get so caught up in everything that is going on around you that you are not living in the moment, living in those moments where you are happy, where you are like truly fulfilled, really taking advantage of those moments where you are just your happiest, where your cup is like full. So definitely with this humor card, it's like looking at your cup as half full rather than half empty. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile number one, if you are feeling like you don't have those connections, if like I said, grief is right here. So some of you guys who chose pile number one, you may have lost someone in your life. But with this grief card talks about, just knowing, having that inner knowing that you may feel or think that you lost someone, but you really haven't. This person being separated from you is only temporary. You will meet them again. And having that knowing really will bring you a peace of mind of knowing that, you will be able to see them again. Whether this is something or this is something, if this is someone or if this is something, if you lost something in your life, whether this is a house or a job or, just a connection with a friend, maybe this friend didn't pass away. Maybe you guys just aren't friends anymore. Maybe a lot of your friends turned their back on you. With this grief card, this really the grief and the humor card is really just telling you to, kind of look at things, look at the brighter side of everything. Learn the lessons here. Instead of looking at these situations as a loss, look at it as a lesson. Spirit wants you to look at every situation in your life right now, whether you have a loved one or, a friend that may have passed away that is causing you some grief, or you just have some people around you that you genuinely really loved who decided to walk away from you, who is no longer, you no longer have that connection with. Spirit really wants you to not look at this as a loss, but instead look at it as a lesson. Ask yourself, what is the lesson in this? You are never, these people that you have this connection with, they come into your life. Here, friendship, they come into your life. And some people are not meant to stay for a lifetime. Some people were just here to teach you a lesson. Some people you have that connection with that just lasts forever here. Okay. So just really remembering that everything that you think you lost, there was a lesson in it. And if you will either, this is someone that you lost, you will be reunited with them. If this is something that you lost, it will be replaced with much better. So that is the lesson for a lot of you guys, is to really look at the situation and know that you lost it because it served, whatever it is that you lost, it served its purpose in your life. And I don't mean this as a person. I can, but I'm not speaking on people who passed away. I'm speaking on connections that you lost, people who are still here in the physical realm, and just the people who you lost that connection with, who decided, you guys decided to part ways, go separate ways. I'm talking about those people. You need to know that if they were removed from your life, they are going to be replaced with someone so much better. They serve their purpose in your life. People come into your life to help you heal, to help you grow, for certain reasons. Some people are not put into your life to stay forever. So you need to understand that if someone walked away from you, whether this is a relationship or this is a friendship or this is someone in your family that you deeply cared for, that just seem to, not really want that connection with you, or just they aren't there for you anymore. Your relationship is kind of strained and you guys are distant from each other. Understanding that it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong. This person just served their purpose in your life, whether their purpose was to help you heal or to help you grow, or just to help you level up spiritually. Their purpose has been served, so they're walking away. Okay. So definitely just understand that if you lost someone, if someone passed away, if someone that you truly love passed away, just understanding that, having a different or deeper understanding of the loss of this, rather than thinking of this person as them being gone. They're only gone physically. They are still here. They just don't have this physical body for us to be able to see them. But they're everywhere. Wherever we are, they are there with us. It's just that we aren't able to see them. We can feel them. We know when they're there. We know when they're around. Sometimes they will speak to us. Others, some of us, we are open to that. Others, we are totally closed off. So definitely paying attention to synchronicities if you have lost someone. But stop thinking of it as a grief, or stop thinking of it as a loss. It's not. You will be reunited again. Their purpose was served here in this physical plane, so they needed to go. They needed to move on. And a lot of you guys, what I am getting here is, the best way that I can put this is to kind of not be selfish. And I know it's hard when you lose someone that you truly, truly love. But don't be selfish here. Allow them to move on. They need it. They fulfilled their purpose, their mission. So now it's time for them to move on to something better for themselves. Everyone have issues here. Everyone goes through trouble here. Everyone goes through pain here in this physical world. That is one thing. That is another thing other than death that is inevitable. It is pain. It is loss. It is hurt. No one goes through their entire lifetime never experiencing hurt and pain. Okay, so everyone have experienced it. So you have to kind of let go of these people that you feel like you lost, that passed on, or that transcended. It's just like you have to let go of them, and just be thankful that they don't have to deal with the troubles of this physical world anymore. Okay, you guys. So really, like I said, instead of thinking of it as you losing someone, just really thinking of it as, they fulfilled their purpose. They no longer have to suffer. They have, they are somewhere beautiful. They are no longer in pain, and I will see them again. And not only will you see them again, they are here with you, walking with you, guiding you. They are beside you everywhere you go. So kind of keep that energy, kind of keep that in mind, and, allow that to bring you some type of joy. But remember to not get so caught up in the loss, not to get so caught up in the grief, and try to really find some time, during your day or during your week to really just do those things that bring you joy, and just be happy and living in the moment and forgetting about those losses that you think you took, or those people that you think you lost. And so a lot of you guys, like I said, if there was an opportunity that you feel like you lost, just look at it as a lesson. All right. Rather than a loss. And if there is something else that you're wanting to do but you are afraid, Spirit is telling you to stop fearing it. That loss that you think you took, it happened for a reason. You needed to lose that. You needed to do that because a lot of you guys who chose pile number 1, I'm feeling like you get caught up in the everyday, the everyday grind. It's like you think that you always have to be on a go. You never take a break. And so Spirit is like, I had to remove this from you, or otherwise you would have kept going. I needed you to learn a lesson. I needed you to be able to stop and take a break. A lot of you guys have you have an agenda. You're like, you're always on a mission. You're always on the go. And Spirit is like, no, I needed you to take a break because I needed you to make some meaningful connections. All right. I needed you to make some meaningful connections with people so that you can go out and have that happiness, that joy. Spirit just wants you guys, those of you who chose pile number one, to make meaningful connections with people and stop being fearful of taking a step out there, from leaping out there. You're kind of being not impulsive but optimistic, taking chances. They want you to stop being fearful of taking chances, but they definitely want you to make some meaningful connections here with people. So we're going to get right into the next two cards. We have chopped wood. We have building blocks. All right, you guys. So with chopped wood is about chopped wood talks about getting in the habit of enjoying the smaller things in life, letting go of the outcome of everything. Okay, again, like I said, a lot of you guys who chose pile number one, I feel like you get caught up in the outcome. It's like you're always on the go because you need to get to the end. You don't really find joy in the journey because a lot of you guys may be fearful that something is not going to happen, that if you take too long, something is not going to happen, or if you're not doing these things back to back, this thing might fall through. But Spirit is telling you that that loss that you think you took, that the lesson in that is for you to stop worrying about the outcome and just start to enjoy the journey. Start to find the humor in life. Okay, start to really take advantage of those moments where you feel fulfilled. They want you to pay attention to those small things. This is not, life is a journey. Okay, you're not gonna just always start something one day and then tomorrow it's successful. Sometimes it takes a while. It happens faster for some people. It happens longer for some people. But you just have to understand that your journey is your journey, and everything that you are asking for, it is going to happen in divine timing. So Spirit just really wants you to get into the habit of experiencing, and not just experiencing, but enjoying those small things whenever you are trying to accomplish something, whatever goal it is that you have set for yourself. Spirit wants you to pay attention to the small details of it and enjoy it. Just those small tedious things that we look at and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of doing this. Like, why do I have to do this to get to where I want to go? But Spirit wants you to pay attention to those. Spirit wants you to enjoy those. Spirit wants you to want to get up and do those things every day, so that when you do get to your outcome, it means that much more to you because you put in the work. All right. So we also have building blocks here, and building blocks is all about setting up your foundations. All right. So like I said, if you feel like you took a loss, right now, this building blocks is telling you, Spirit is telling you that now you have an opportunity to build. So a lot of you guys may have went through a tower moment here with this grief card and this building blocks in the tower moment. Could have been anything. It could have been the loss of a job, a loss of a house, a loss of a spouse, a partner. It could have been the loss of a family member. It could have been death. It could have been anything. You could have went through a tower moment, and this is your building blocks. So Spirit is telling you that you went through that. Yes, have your moment to grieve over this loss, but don't get caught up in it. Don't get stuck in the grief. Find your happy moments. Find those places, those moments where you feel fulfilled, where you feel happy. Do those things that bring you that happiness. Okay? So, but this building blocks, Spirit is telling you that now you have the time to build on a stronger foundation, your morals, your goals, your just building yourself back up. So if you lost someone, now is the time for you to build your foundation off of making connections with people. Because a lot of you guys, like I said, a lot of you guys may have been closed off. A lot of you guys may have just been like, oh, I have these certain people, within my circle, just family, that I want to deal with. But Spirit is like, no, you can't be that way. You need to make some meaningful connections with people outside of, just your family. Of course, keep that, keep that close relationship, but you need to venture out and kind of, make connections with other people, because there's other people in this world who are here to teach you lessons that the people in your family were not here to teach you. They can't teach you these lessons. So you need to make meaningful connections with these people so that you are able to get these lessons or this healing or this leveling up from these people. So right now, if you're looking at something as a loss, Spirit wants you to know that it's not a loss. It was not meant to hurt you. It was to get you to this point where you are able to build your foundation off of something meaningful, something that is going to last, so that the next time this tower come through, it's not going to blow your whole, it's not going to blow everything away. It's not going to knock everything down. Everything is not going to come crumbling. But instead, it's not going to affect you at all. It may shake you up a little bit, but it's not going to be a loss. It's not going to have the same effect that it had within your last tower moment. Okay, so building your blocks up, building your foundation up off of something new and something strong, something that can stand the storm. Okay, you guys. So we have asked for help from others. We have communicate clearly. So a lot of you guys, Spirit wants you to ask people for help. If you are going through this period of grief right now, and you are having a hard time finding the humor in life or looking at the lighter side of life, Spirit wants you to ask help from others. Definitely if you know people who are going through the same situation as you or a similar situation as you, or even if it's just someone who went through this situation in the past and they can kind of really give you some good advice on it. Spirit wants you to ask for help from others, not being ashamed to ask people. Developing these meaningful relationships with people so that you can have those people to go to when you just need some advice, or when you just need to talk, when you just communicate clearly, when you just need to talk with people. And if there is something in life, these moments where you feel like you need to be down, you need to be sad, you need to have this moment, make sure that you are communicating that with people. Make sure you're not taking it out on other people, the people that are surrounding you. Make sure that when you are going through a situation or something is happening, that you are letting people know, hey, I'm going through something right now. I just need some space, or I just need some time. Communicating clearly with people about the way you are feeling and what is going on. And also with this building blocks right here, communicating with people, the people around you, these connections that you have with people, communicating clearly with them about your boundaries, setting boundaries with people, letting them know what you want out of someone, making sure that you are able to give whatever it is that you are asking for from people, but definitely setting boundaries with them and letting them know what you're not going to deal with within a friendship. We also have partnerships and alliances, you guys. So those of you who chose pile number 1, I definitely feel like Spirit definitely wants you to come together with people. Spirit wants you to partner with people, make meaningful connections with people. All right. So definitely for those of you who chose pile number 1, a lot of you guys, I feel like you're not open to friends, or you're not open to new connections, but Spirit wants you to. We also have the base chakra. Again, you guys, that base chakra, that root chakra is about friendships, but it's about stability. It's about feeling safe. All right. So a lot of you guys may not feel safe. Like I said, a lot of you guys may have experienced a lot within your childhood. So, you don't feel comfortable, or you don't feel safe just making connections with just anyone. But Spirit is telling you to really work on that root chakra so that you can feel safe within your friendships, so you can feel safe within your relationships, so you can feel safe for yourself, so that you can know that you are being divinely guided and you are protected by those, that you love, that have already passed on, that are watching you from a place. We have the 10 of Pentacles here in the tarot cards. We have the Magician here, and we have the Tower moment in reverse. Yes, the Tower card in reverse is, you are coming out of that Tower moment, you guys. So now is the perfect time for you guys to be able to build up this foundation on something strong. And even if this is the loss of someone near and dear to you, this is just building up that foundation of, like I said, your morals, your beliefs, changing the way you view things. All right, because this Tower moment could come in and shake up your beliefs and how you view certain situations. So if you are viewing this situation as a loss, as if maybe you're never going to see them again, now it's time for you to change the way you view this, change the way you look at this situation. They are still with you every step of your life, wherever you are. When you go in the kitchen, they're standing right next to you. Okay, they are always here with you. The Magician card is, just letting you know about manifestation, about you having the power. Everything that you need is already within you. And I said this, okay, you guys. So those connections, what you are looking for in someone else, it's already within you. You don't need that from anyone else. It's already within you. You just need to step into your power here with this magician and be that for someone else, because it's going to bring you, like I said, just as much or even more, if not more, happiness and joy than it would if you was receiving that from someone else. So be that for someone else. The 10 of Pentacles here in reverse. This is like the darker side of wealth. So think about how you view money, or not even just money, but that material thing. Okay? Make sure that what you are giving to people, or that love or that kindness, it's not conditional. That you are not saying, okay, if you do this for me, or if you be this for me, then I'll give you this. Then I'll do this for you. Be that for people genuinely. So this, a lot of you guys, is building blocks, is you building that foundation of being able to give something to people without always expecting something in return. Chop wood, okay? Making sure that you are giving to people from a place of genuine, unconditional love, and you're not just expecting something in reverse. That base chakra, working on that, healing that, unblocking any blockages in this base, in this root chakra, so that you are able to give to people, so that you know that you are okay. You already have everything you need. You don't need anything from everyone else because it's already within you. So you are out here giving it to everyone else. And that is when the people that you truly need, and that unconditional love that you truly need from people, is going to come to you without you even having to ask for it. Spirit wants you to know that whatever it is that you give out, you are going to get back. So if you are giving out unconditional love, and if you are so focused on giving that to other people, you are going to get that. And it's almost as if you may not even know it. You may not even pay attention when those people come into your life, but you will start to develop these meaning connections with people, these meaningful friendships with people. Once you start to own your power and realize that everything that you are looking for within someone else is already in you, and your journey, your mission is to give that to the people that are surrounding you that need it, so that you can receive that back in return, so that you can be abundant in that. All right, you guys, so before we end this video, I'm going to get into this affirmation card that I have for you guys. So it says the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Guys, oh my gosh. So the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking about what you think you need. Be of service to someone else. In everything that you are giving out to someone else unconditionally, you are going to give it back unconditionally. As long as you are giving love, or as long as you are servicing people from a place of, I'm only going to give you if you can give me, that's what you're going to get in return. Those are the connections you are going to have from people. So once you start to give from an unconditional place of, I'm going to give you this regardless because you deserve it, because I have it already within me. I don't need it from anyone else. So while you are filling someone else's cup up, someone is going to come and fill your cup up. Okay, you guys, so for those of you who chose pile number 1, that is your message from Spirit about the current situation that you are dealing with right now. If you guys like this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also let me know down in the comment section if this reading resonates with you. Thank you to everyone who watched and support. So with that being said, we are just going to go ahead and get over into pile number 2. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile number 2, this is your reading. This first card is just an affirmation card. I will be leaving this for the last card, so I'm just going to sit this over here to the side. The first 2 cards I have are awareness cards. These cards are just messages from Spirit to bring awareness to certain things that you need to pay attention to within yourself. So the first card is, what am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if this was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Today's soul action: name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Okay, you guys. So the second card is, I am afraid to be seen, or am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding, there is no more shame, there is only truth. Live naked and free. Today's soul action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so that I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. All right, so you guys. So what I am seeing with these first two cards is a lot of you guys may be holding on to parts of yourself that is trying to change, is trying to transform into something else, something you are holding on to. And for a lot of you guys, this could be that image that you put up to try to fit in with everyone else so that you can be accepted by other people. Maybe you guys aren't being your most authentic self, not really, trying. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you guys are holding up this image of what other people think you are. It's like, people have said that you are something for so long that you started to believe that that's truly who you are, or you've been this way for so long, and it's okay that you were that way because that's who you were. But that's who you were at a specific time. That's not who you are right now. And a lot of you guys may be resisting this change because that's who you were. That's who you were your entire life. And that's what keep those people in your circle there with you in your circle. So it's like now you're trying to change, you're trying to grow, to transform into someone else, into something more beautiful. You're trying to level up into the next part of your journey or the next part of your being, right? You're trying to elevate, you're trying to evolve right now. But it's like you may be holding on to this side or this part of yourself because once you get higher, once you level up, that a lot of the people that you are associating yourself with right now are not going to be able to come along with you because they haven't reached their moment or their they haven't reached that stage of evolving just yet. So you guys are going to be on different frequencies or different vibrations. So you guys are going to kind of separate and go your own ways. So a lot of you guys are still holding on to a part of yourself that is really trying to end. You are really trying to let go of this part because where you're trying to go, what you're asking for is you need to be vibrating at a higher frequency. So it's like your soul, your spirit, or your spirit guides are asking you, they're pulling you like, you need to break free from what you're holding on to. You need to let go of this lower vibrating energy and these lower vibrating people that you're surrounding yourself with so that you can elevate into being this person or vibrating at this energy so that you can get what it is that you're asking for, so that you can vibrate at the same frequency as whatever it is that you're asking for. But you are afraid because you know that a lot of people are going to kind of fall away or fall apart, from you once you start to, evolve. All right. Once you start to vibrate at a different frequency, because you're not going to be wanting to do the same things they're doing at that lower frequency, partying every weekend, drinking all the, and it doesn't even have to be that. I'm just using that as an example, but gossiping all the time, whatever this is, that you're not even going to want to be, you're not going to entertain that anymore because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You have better things that you could or want to be doing other than gossiping or whatever the case may be. So a lot of you guys are afraid to really step out there because you want to hold on to these people, but your spirit guides are telling you that the situation that you are currently struggling with, you are struggling with it because you are holding on to a version of yourself that you are not anymore. Okay, you are staying around people who are vibrating at a lower frequency that does not match the frequency that you are trying to get to, or and it does not match the vibration of the thing that you are asking for, and you need to let them go. You may feel like if you step into this person that you're trying to be, that you are going to lose somebody, but Spirit is telling you that it's all a big fat lie. You're not going to lose anyone. You're not going to lose this feeling of safety. You're not going to lose that feeling of belonging. Instead, it's going to be replaced with something so much better. So stop holding on to it and really just, and let that part of yourself that you know that you need to let go of, that part of yourself that is not authentic to who you are now, to who you've grown to be, let go of that. And if people walk away, that is okay. It just means that they've served their purpose in your life. We are going to get on to, oh God, we got death, you guys. So, all right, and empathy. Here we go. All right, you guys. So death, it says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So if you guys are struggling with, you could be struggling with the death of a loved one, like physical death. So this death card tells you to understand that this body, or this body that we have, the vehicle that we have to be able to travel throughout this, this dimension, this realm, it's not meant to last forever. So eventually this will end. But what's inside of you, what makes you still exist? It goes back to where it started. It goes back to home. All right. But it's always still here with you. Those people that you think you lost, that is just an energy. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So it's always here. Energy is always here. It's always everywhere you are, energy is there. So if you feel like you lost someone, you didn't lose anyone. They are still here with you. All right. They just simply stop being physical. All right. So he's like, you have to understand that, but also this death could be to certain situations. This death doesn't have to be physical. This death could be to your old self, that old lower vibrating person that you used to be, that needs to die. It needs to end. That death needs to happen so that you can get those things that you're asking for, so that you can become this new person that you're trying to step into. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. For a lot of you guys, you need to have empathy when it comes to certain situations. And again, I do feel like this empathy situation is about those people that you feel like you're going to lose. And if you do start to vibrate higher, if you do still start to get to a point where, it's like, I have to be something different. This no longer serves me. This no longer fills my cup up. What I'm doing right now no longer fills me up. So you have to walk away. You need to understand that those people who just seem to not want to deal with you anymore, don't lower your vibration to get back to where they are so that you guys can be friends again. Just look at that situation as, in time, this person will evolve, in divine timing. Whenever it's time for them to step into their higher vibrating energy, for them to be exactly who it is that they are truly supposed to be, it will happen. When that old version, that old lower vibrating version of themselves, when it's time for them to lose that part of themselves, that part will die. Okay. Understand that, so don't be upset with a person because you are now vibrating at a higher frequency. And for some of you guys, don't be upset with other people who are vibrating at a higher energy. You need to understand that they wanted something different, so they let go of a part of themselves that just wasn't serving where they were trying to go. All right, you guys. So we have co-create here. And we also have chaos and conflict. So yes, a lot of you guys, if you are going through a situation right now where it seems like, people are, it's a lot of chaos between you and maybe some close friends or some family members, understanding that this chaos that you are going through right now, it's really just, it's there to, I'm getting show you who's there for you and who's truly not, so that those lower vibrating energies that you surround yourself with, that you need to leave exactly where they are. For some of you guys, you need to understand that, with this chaos and this conflict that you are going through right now, Spirit just wants you to fall back a little bit. Spirit just wants you to take a step back and away from all of the chaos and conflict that's going on around you, and focus on yourself. Focus on healing yourself so that you can, get to that frequency to attract the things that you really want. But just falling back and understand that a lot of what people say about you, or a lot of what people feel about you, has nothing to do with you. It's all about them. It's how they feel about themselves. They're projecting their bullcrap onto you. So, all of this chaos and this conflict, it's coming so that things can be, if you look at this picture, it's like he's changing, things are happening. So if you are feeling like there's a lot of chaos and a lot of conflict going on around you, that is happening so that you can change, so that this change can happen for you, because you need to understand that this part of yourself that you are trying to hold on to, that's not who you are anymore. You are asking for things that requires you to be at a different level, to be, to kind of vibrate at a different frequency. So you need to understand that everything that is going on around you right now is only happening because that change, there needs to be a change. All right. This is a time right now for you to understand empathy. This is a time right now you are going through. If you are going through conflict and chaos, if it seems like everything around you is about conflict, chaos, a lot is going on right now. You need to understand that what's this time that you're in right now, Spirit is asking you to understand rather than try to be understood, okay? Empathy, understanding what other people are going through, understanding that everything needs to change. And, stop trying to be accepted from people, Don't worry about that. Just you do what's best for you, and eventually in time their moment will come and they will start to vibrate at a higher frequency along with you, and you guys may end up kind of crossing paths again. They may find their way back, but right now you guys are on two different levels, or this change is trying to happen so that you can get on a higher level. So you need to understand that eventually, once you guys get back on the same level, you guys will cross paths again. So this co-create card here, just talks about you being, in partnership with Spirit to create the life that you live. What's inside of you projects onto it projects externally, and it shapes your reality. Whatever you are feeling or whatever you are thinking, your words, your thoughts, it creates what's going on outside of you. All right. So Spirit wants you to know, like I said, a lot of the chaos and conflict and whatever it is that you are dealing with within your life, it is because you need to grow, because you need to change, because you are asking for things. You are trying to co-create. You are trying to manifest the life that you want. You are trying to change what's around you. You've realized that what you've been dealing with is not working for you anymore. It's not serving you anymore. I want something better. I want that dream job. I want that dream car. I want this career. Whatever it is that you want, you are trying to manifest that. And Spirit is like, okay, you have the power. The power is yours. You can be or do whatever it is that you want to do. But there are some parts of yourselves, and there are some people, some situations, some jobs, some things, anything. It could be anything that you surround yourself with that needs to be removed. It needs to go. You need to let it die. You need to let that end come. So this co-create card is just all about understanding that it's up to you. You guys, this card just came out. The co-create card is just telling you that you have the ability to be able to create whatever life it is that you want to create for yourself. So it's up to you, and be assertive just came out. It's up to you. The life that you want to create for yourself, it is 100% up to you. Whatever it is that you want, you have to get it. If you want these lower vibrating things, if you want to be stuck in this material, if you want to be stuck in that lower vibrating, or if you want to stay in this low vibrating energy of where you are getting or manifesting all of the things that you don't want, then that's your choice. But if you want to, level up and start to vibrate higher and manifest the things that you actually do want, your spirit guides are telling you that you need to let go of those parts and those things of yourself. It's all up to you. They cannot make the choice for you. You have free will, but you need to, if this is truly what you want, if you truly want to manifest the life that you want, you need to be assertive. You need to put in the work. You need to let go of these parts. You can't just simply sit around and ask and think that it's just going to fall in your lap. You have to actually get up and do the work and be serious about what it is that you want. You can't say, okay, you know what, I want this dream job, right? I want to be, okay, so say what it is that you're trying to manifest is, I want genuine, unconditional love from people, right? You can't say that, I'm going to, I'm asking for it. I'm manifesting it because I'm asking for this genuine love. I'm speaking it into my existence. But you're like, I'm speaking it, but that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to get rid of the people in my corner that I know is not giving me that. I'm going to hold on to them, but I'm just going to keep asking for it. Spirit is like, that's not how it works. You need to do the job, get it all the way done. So you have to understand that when you are trying to step into something, you can't just do it halfway. You have to give it your all. But everything that you are asking for, it's all up to you. So we have spiritual strength here. We have the sacral chakra. All right. And we have awareness, you guys. So being aware, bringing awareness to certain situations. If you know that you are vibrating at a higher level, or you are stepping up into another role, you need to don't look at people and judge their situations. Look at their situations rather than judging them, and just think that they just haven't reached that time yet. You just need to focus more on you, and more so not really about what someone else have going on, because you are trying to manifest what you want in your life, and they're trying to manifest what they want in their life. But a lot of you guys are getting that awareness of just what's going on around you. A lot of you guys are now aware that you are able to co-create the life that you want, that you are able to work together with spirit to create whatever it is that you want for yourself within your life. This spiritual strength. Yeah, you guys. So a lot of you guys are stepping into that. A lot of you guys are just being aware right now, like I was just saying, that you are able to create the life that you want, and you're vibrating. You're doing what you need to do to get there. A lot of you guys are starting to be assertive, or spirit is asking you to be assertive. So the situation that you're struggling with, it's here. Spirit is like, it's here because I need you to let go of these things. I need you to step up and create the life that you want. You're going to have to break free from a lot of things, even those things that you think that you love or that you really truly want to hold on to. Spirit is like, no, you have to let go of those things too. Sacral chakra, the sacral chakra is all about, which is the second chakra, and it's all about creativity, emotions. So definitely being, working on the sacral chakra for a lot of you guys who chose pile number 2. So that you are able to, like I said, give that love unconditionally, so that you are able to be creative, and not just in, creative as creating ideas, but being creative when it comes to creating your life, reaching for, not even the moon or the stars, but going way beyond that, knowing that whatever you want, if you can think it, you can create it. It's yours already. So definitely working on that sacral chakra, so that you know that you can have whatever it is that you want. You deserve it. King of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are trying to create some financial success, and spirit is telling you that it's coming. It's yours. That financial success that you are asking for, that business that you want, that whatever it is that you want, it's yours. It's already yours here with this King of Pentacles. You just have to release and get rid of these things that you want. So we have Ace of Swords. That's about mental clarity, breakthroughs. It's coming. If you feel like you've been struggling, that breakthrough is coming for you guys. But you need to sit down with yourself. Here with this awareness card, you need to sit down with yourself and figure out what in your life, who in your life needs to go, so that you can reach, so that you can get to where you want to go, so that you can create the life that you want. We also have strength in reverse. So a lot of you guys, with this empathy card here, a lot of you guys may be frustrated about people in your life that are not coming along with you. A lot of chaos and a lot of conflict that's going on in your life, because you and these people or these places or these things are not vibrating at the same level. So it's a lot of chaos and it's a lot of conflict going on around you, and you may be feeling it. You may be acting out because you're not used to this. You thought that when you got to where you wanted to go, or when you start to manifest this life, everything was going to be perfect. Everything that you had now was going to just move right along with you. But now you're realizing that it's not, and it may be getting the best of you. But spirit really wants you to kind of get in control of that. Really get in control of that strength, and don't lose it. Don't lose yourself. Don't want to keep these people or these things so bad that you stay stuck. Death also talks about stagnant. If anything that becomes stagnant stops progress. So you will never progress or get ahead as long as you are staying stagnant in the situation that you are. So you have to evolve. You have to grow. You have to heal. So don't let the loss of these things bother you. You have to really turn this strength card, right side up, where you are in control of that inner rage, that inner anger, where you are, wanting to lash out at what's going on around you, all of the chaos and conflict. But instead, spirit is like, fall back. This moment that you are going through right now, it's time for you to fall back. All right. We also have the Five of Cups here. So a lot of you guys, like I said, what's going on here? A lot of you guys are losing things. A lot of things that you were trying to keep are going away. And Spirit wants you to know that it is not a loss. You still have something left. There are still people. There are still parts of yourself that you can love just as much as those parts of yourself. There are still things, if you are, feeling that disappointment or that self-pity about losing, partying every weekend, or just because you think that's fun, Spirit is like, once you get to where you're going, you're going to have so much more fun. Just wait on it. Release that disappointment. Take the time that you need to grieve, to heal, to get over what it is, but don't get stuck in this place. Fall back and deal with the loss of this. Fall back and deal with this grieving process, and then move forward into something else. Okay? Spiritual strength, understanding that everything happens for a reason. You needed to go through this to get to where you want. Okay, so here we have an affirmation card. This says, the more energy and attention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Okay, you guys. So yes. So understanding that wherever you put your energy is what's going to grow. All right. So if your intention is going to better in your life, it's up to you. If your intention goes to better in your life, that is what's going to grow. That is what's going to happen. And as long as you keep the faith in the divine and God and Spirit in yourself, because you are co-creating the life you want, as long as you keep the faith within yourself, you will be fearless and free. You will know that no matter what you go through, spiritual strength, you will know that no matter what you go through, it was meant to happen for you, so that you can get to another level. It happened for a reason. Again, this chaos and conflict, it says, chaos and conflict happens so that things can change, so things can evolve, so things can be, so things can come or get into a new order. So it's really about just understanding yourself and remembering that wherever you put your energy and your intention, that is what's going to grow. All right, you guys. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, that is your reading. That is messages from Spirit about your current situation that you are struggling with. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave down below in the comment section and let me know if this message resonates with you. Thank you to everyone who watched and support. And we are just going to get right over into pile number 3. All right, so everyone who chose pile number 3, this is your reading. This is messages from Spirit about current situations that you are struggling with. This first card that I have is, this is an affirmation card, but I'm going to read that last, so I'm going to set that over here to the side. The first 2 cards that I have here, these are just cards of awareness. This card is just, messages from Spirit to bring awareness to certain situations or certain feelings about yourself that you need to pay attention to right now at this current moment. The first card that we have here is, am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you doing right now? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want when communicating my needs? What am I resisting, and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? And this second one is, where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. So what I'm getting from these first 2 cards, for those of you who chose pile number 3, really is, are you speaking up when you need to? Are you setting boundaries with people? Are you being your most authentic self, and are you allowing, and are you making people, not making, but, because you can't really, make people respect you, but are you holding up to those boundaries that you set for the people that are around you? Are you communicating what it is that you need from people, and saying no when you want to, saying yes when you can and when you want to? All right? Not just saying yes all the time just because, you're afraid to say no. Are you speaking up for yourself? Do you know that you matter? So it's almost like Spirit wants you to work on your self-esteem or your confidence, or just that feeling of knowing that knowing what you deserve and not settling for anything less. It's like you were here. Everyone was put here for a reason. Everyone has their own unique path. All of us need different things, and all of us want different things. All of us need to be around certain people. We need certain things from certain people so that we can step up and always be our true, most authentic selves. And Spirit is asking you, are you doing that? Are you being that? Are you speaking up when you need to? Are you setting boundaries and getting from people what you need? So let's get into the first two cards. We have surrender. Okay, yes. And peace. Yes. Surrendering and peace. Surrender talks about letting go of the need to control other people. You can't control everyone, or you can't control anyone around you. You can't control anything outside of yourself. You can only control inside of you. And if you want to change things around you, then you can only change it by influencing, by leading, by example. So you need to communicate with the people around you and surrender that need. It says, I can release my need to control. So surrendering that need to control anyone outside of you, because you can't control them. And once you let go of that need to control those people around you, or feeling like things should work a certain way or should have happened a certain way, you need to do a certain thing. Once you surrender and release that need to control that, you will have peace, always finding peace. And if you feel as if someone is disrupting that, if you are setting boundaries and people just aren't following them, your spirit guides, your ancestors are calling you and asking you to remove them. Go into solitude, draw your attention within and ask yourself, who or what in my life is crossing the boundaries that I have set for myself? Who or what in my life is disturbing my peace? Who in my life, and also asking yourself, if you are, not being able to say no when you want to, really going into solitude and asking yourself, what part of myself needs to be healed so that I am able to say no when I need to? What part of myself do I need to heal so that I'm able to set healthy boundaries with people? And not setting boundaries with people where you're shutting everyone out, where you're just, hard to get to, but setting healthy boundaries with people. When you are able to say yes when you can and no when you can't. So that you are taking care of yourself, who you are. So that you can show up and be the person that you need to be, not only for yourself, but the people around you that you genuinely care about, and the people that genuinely care about you, so that you can make the most of this life that you was given. You need to surrender that need for control and make sure that you are communicating exactly what you need to communicate. Influencing people in a kind, make sure it's coming from a place of love. You're being compassionate when you're saying what you're, saying these things to people. When you're trying to influence or persuade someone, make sure that you're being compassionate and you're being kind, but also understanding that you can't change the way they believe, you can't change their beliefs. You can't change how they view things. You can't change how they view you. All you can do is, change things about yourself, communicate clearly, set boundaries, influence them, give them the knowledge that you have in hopes that they see things from a different perspective. But also I'm getting understanding that you are not always right. You are not always correct. So you need to understand, you need to be open to learning as well as you are open to giving knowledge. Okay. But definitely just understanding right now what I'm getting is that you can't control anything outside of you. You can only control yourself. So you need to lead by example. So just really, like I said, communicating with people. For those of you who chose pile number 3, I'm definitely getting communicating, setting healthy boundaries with those around you, but definitely speaking up when you need to speak up, but doing it with compassion and with love, and just understanding that people are going to change if they want to change, not because not because you said something to make them change. You can't make them change. They change because they want to change. All right. So soulmates are people that we come across in this lifetime, and some people are meant to stay here for a short period of time. Some people are meant to stay here for a lifetime. This soulmates card, along with the surrender card, is asking you to release the need for control over people's lives. Some people were meant to, only be here for a short period. So don't try to make them stay. Let them go. If they want to walk out of your life, let them go. You can't control them. You can't control how they feel about you. You can't control how they view you. So the best thing for you to do is just take the lessons that they've given you and allow them to be who they truly are and walk away. All right. A lot of you guys, Spirit is saying that the current situation that you are struggling with, it's because you haven't found peace in knowing that you don't have control over other people. You don't have control over what they do. So if they want to walk away, let them walk away. If they want to go and rob a bank, let them go rob a bank. You don't have no control. Now you can lead by example and say, hey, look, that's not the best way to move right now, but you can't control them, and you have to let that go. And don't sit up and beat yourself and worry yourself because of decisions or choices that someone else is making. All you can do is deliver the message with love and compassion and go do what's best for yourself. Find peace within yourself. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Don't be upset with people. And if somebody did something that you didn't like or said something that you didn't like about you, understanding that, they can feel however they want to feel. We have free will. Everyone in this world have free will. They can feel however they want to feel. So, just understanding, speaking up and, setting boundaries and speaking up and saying, if you have to say, I didn't like what you said. I don't like the way you said it, or I don't like what you did. Really just however you need to say this to people, but with compassion and love again. All right. But just letting them know, but definitely not getting caught up in what they did, because, hey, that's them. That's parts of themselves that they need to work on. But there are also people here that come into your life that are here to stay for a lifetime. All right. People who are here, to be a part of your journey forever until you guys, till one of you or both of you transcend. Okay, so there are people here in your life that are here to be that forever, and it's just like you need to really just be there with them. You can't control them either, but just be there with them and enjoy that time that you guys are able to spend together. Also, with the soulmate card, if there is people in your life that are here, that are only here temporarily, that you are feeling some kind of way about, the soulmate card asks you to figure out what's triggering you with this person. And is it the need to control them? Is it that you want to tell them what to do and you actually want them to do it? You need to release that need for control and understand that you can't control what they're doing, and you just need to take the lessons that they were here to teach you. And really pay attention to the energy that you get from people. When you meet people, are you drawn into them, or are you kind of like, being pushed away by their energy, by their aura? It's like you guys just don't match. You need to pay attention with that. Don't try to force anything. If you don't feel the connection, let it go. You can't force it. All right. So with this happy card here, this is just telling me that a lot of you guys may be at a moment here, now or, in the near future, you guys are going to be, in a place of feeling, this happy energy of like, it just seemed like blessings are just raining down on you. It just feel like, you have that energy of, I don't deserve this. I didn't do anything to deserve this. But it's like Spirit just saw you and they knew you needed it. And they gave you exactly what you need. So Spirit wants you to really take advantage of this present moment and live in the present moment so that you can enjoy all of this happiness and this fulfillment that you have no matter what's going on. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be someone who has come into your life. But you need to release the need to control them. They are going to be their own person. So let them be who they truly are. Let them be their most authentic self, and you be your most authentic self. A lot of you guys, like I said, are going to have this feeling of, what did I do to deserve you? Whoever this person is, they are your soulmate. This person coming into your life is going to be your soulmate. Your spirit guides want you to know that you may be going through a situation right now that you are struggling with, but someone is coming that is going to bring you this peace of mind. But you have to understand that you can't control them, and just really just sit in the moment of just having them there and being with them if you believe, okay, guys, we have if you believe here, and we have compromise. So definitely what I just got with this compromise card is that a lot of situations, again, you can't control anyone. So if there is something that you want from someone else, the best thing that you can do is compromise. Come to an agreement on an outcome, come to an agreement on a solution that is going to work for both of you, and that it's not just going to work for you just the way that you want it to happen. You need to just really, and if this is a situation that you are having with someone who's already currently in your life, Spirit is just telling you that, to compromise with them. The reason why you're struggling within this situation is because you are wanting control of everything. You want everything to be the way that you want it to be. And it can work out for you if you believe that it can. If you, really just believe in this other person and understand that they have free will to do whatever they want, to make whatever decision they want. So compromise with this person and come to like a common ground where you guys are both getting the outcome that you want. Movement, choices, and decisions, and Spirit is telling you, once you can do that, once you can release this, once you can compromise, you will move forward. There will be forward movement, but there are choices and decisions that need to be made right now so that you guys can compromise on this situation so that you guys are able to move forward. Also, again, guys, we have solitude. So going into that place of solitude where you are able to work on whatever issues you have and figure out why you had the need to want to control these people around you, or control every situation that's around you. Not even just the people, but just wanting to have control over everything around you. You need to go into solitude and really draw your attention within and figure out why you need to have this control and heal it and fix it, because you can only control yourself. We have the Page of Swords. So yes, the Page of Swords here is all about knowledge. It's all about gaining knowledge on certain situations. So definitely here with this compromise and figure out why this person in your life feels the way that they do. Why do they feel this way? A lot of you guys are going through a lot of conflict and disagreements and competition right now with this Five of Wands, and you need to let go of this competition. You just need to compromise on this certain situation, like I said, so that you both can get the outcome that you want. A lot of you guys, it will end this conflict that you are having with this person, and you will be able to move forward from here on out. But you guys need to really go into solitude and figure out what it is that you want. How can you compromise? Because with this compromise card, it also speaks on asking yourself what parts of what you're asking for can you sacrifice and still get exactly what it is that you need. So Page of Swords is going within, solitude, going within, and figuring out what parts of this situation can you sacrifice so that you can sacrifice but still get the outcome that you need. All right. So we have the Six of Wands here in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse really speaks on personal achievements, and also it speaks on personal achievements, but also like a fall from grace, where it's like you've done something that you haven't been recognized for. You haven't gotten the recognition that you want for something. And for some of you guys, if this is about a personal achievement, with this happy card here, your spirit guides are telling you that even though it's small, celebrate it, be happy within it, spend time with yourself and just be happy, and forward movement is coming. But with this Six of Wands also and fall from grace, if this is what your conflict is about, if you feel like you've done something but you're not getting the recognition that you deserve, you have to understand again that you can't control people, but just voicing your opinion, letting them know, communicating with them and letting them know that you didn't like the way, instead of coming off in this conflict or confrontational energy, or having this confrontational energy about not feeling like you got the recognition that you deserve. Instead, come to them from a place of compassion and love and just explain to them why you didn't like what you did. Or some of you, and what I'm getting is a lot of you guys are working with someone, soulmate. You're working together with this person, whether this is a friendship or this is a romantic relationship, but you guys are working towards something. And it's like you want full control over the situation. You want to be able to say what's happening, when it's happening, what's going to happen. It's like, but your spirit is telling you that the situation you are currently struggling with, it's because you cannot always have control. All right. And you're not getting it. With the Six of Wands, it's like your partner is not giving you, or whoever this is not giving you this control that you want. And it's frustrating you. But you need to compromise, and you need to, know when to fall back and when to lead. And when you need to fall back, this happy card, you guys, is just telling you to really just sit in those moments where someone else is leading and you don't have to really put in that work, and just sit back and enjoy those moments of just happiness, of just being able to sit there. All right. So we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, you guys, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is all about scattered energy. It's like you're working too hard at something. It's like you always have to be on the go, but it's like Spirit is giving you this time to be able to fall back. They gave you this person who is going to come in and be that person and come together where it's going to be genuine and loving relationships and friendships. They gave this to you so that you could, stop working for a while, so that you could enjoy that time of being able to just sit back and just watch someone else do the work for a change. But it's like you want to just keep working because you need to control what's going on, because you need to feel like you need to feel like you have a part in what's going on, or you need to feel like you did everything. But Spirit is telling you that you don't need to. You need to chill out a little bit and let somebody else step up and lead for a second. Make the decisions, compromise with this person. Definitely, if you feel like you need to have a part in this, whatever this is, compromising with this person that you are working with on what they're going to do and what you're going to do. Okay, pile number 3. So we're going to get right into your affirmation card. Oneness is my true nature. So becoming one with the person, with this person, or people. It could be more than one people. I said more than one people. It could be more than one person. So coming together with this person and becoming one with them, and understanding that you and your partner, or you and your friend, or you and your family member, you guys are one. Whatever this is that you guys are working towards, you are one. And instead of saying, I want to do this alone, I need to do this alone, I need to have control over this, think to yourself, me and you together, we can get so much more done. We can cut that work that we need to do in half if we have both of us. And that gives us both time to take a step back when we need to and fill our cup back up, so that we can come to this project, or that we can come to whatever this is and be whole and put, good energy into it, and not that negative energy where we are just, frustrated because we have so much to do. All right. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, that is your reading. Those are the messages that Spirit wanted you to know about the current situation that you are struggling with right now at this moment. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also let me know down in the comment sections if this reading resonates with you. And thank you to everyone who watched and support. And we're just going to get right over into pile number 4. All right, you guys. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, the last pile here, these are the messages the Spirit wants you to hear right now about the current situation that you are struggling with. This is an affirmation card, but I'm going to read this last, so I'm going to sit this over here to the side. These first 2 cards are just cards of awareness, to just bring awareness to certain things or certain situations about yourself that Spirit wants you to acknowledge or pay a little bit of attention to right now. The first card is, what else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limited beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? The second card are, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today. Right now, the journey, no goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Today's soul action. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? All right. So, what I'm getting with these 2 cards, those of you who chose pile number 4, is that you need to understand really that first and foremost is how you start your day is going to be how, like, it's like typically how the remainder of your day is going to go. So if you wake up and you wake up and you're in a bad mood, the first thing that you want to do is kind of go into meditation or go into stillness to clear your mind. Repeating positive affirmations to yourself to kind of lift that negative energy off of you, that heavy energy, so that you can get into that place of love and peace, and you can just, so you can get to this place of fulfillment, so that your day is not filled with anxiety and stress or anger. Okay, you're able to let go of those things, because we all wake up, some days, in bad moods. Acknowledge why you have this bad mood in the first place. Acknowledge the issues and what happened and why you feel this way, and what you can do to improve your mood or improve your situation. But actively, doing things to improve your mood, going into meditation, doing things that bring you joy, that bring you fulfillment, bring you happiness. Also within yourself, again, asking yourself, what can you do to change it? What is happening in your life right now that you may be looking at and not really seeing or not understanding the true meaning of what's happening? You may be filled with, these anger, anxiety, and stress. So a situation may be happening in your life right now and you're not seeing it for what it truly is. You may be looking at this situation and thinking that it's something that it's really not. And your spirit wants you to get yourself together and really start moving from a place of joy, trust, and peace, so that you are able to look at the situation and ask yourself, what lessons am I learning, rather than, why is this happening to me? All right. So the first two cards that we have is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yeah, so just keep moving forward. And like I said, if this is someone else in your life, just really putting yourself in their shoes and kind of understanding where they are coming from, what they are going through, why they are doing the things that they are doing. And if something is triggering you, definitely going into solitude and figuring out why it's triggering you. What do you need to heal within yourself so that this is not a trigger for you anymore? What fears or limited beliefs do you have that you need to work on or fix so that you can become your best, most authentic self? We also have balance, which says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So Spirit is telling you that your current situation is just calling you to bring balance into your life, to look at the situation from a place of, this struggle being a lesson rather than a loss, or, whatever it is that you are viewing it as. Thinking of your cup being half full rather than half empty. That is what your spirit guides. That is what Spirit wants you to think of when you look at the situation. But working on those parts of yourself that you feel lost in, where you feel angry, or you feel anxious, or you feel frustration, or you feel like something is a loss. They're asking you to figure out why you feel this way. What fears do you have? What beliefs do you have that could be making you feel this way? And in a lot of situations, your spirit guides are asking you to look at all of these situations and say, am I viewing this the way that I should be? Or am I letting these negative emotions that I'm feeling affect how I'm viewing this situation? Is there another way that I could view this, that would actually, teach me the lesson that I'm meant to learn, so that I can have the fulfillment that I am seeking, bringing balance into your life, being in perfect harmony, and not judging the situation, and also not judging yourself too harshly. We have time for a nap here, and we have blessed. Okay, so let's get started with time for a nap. What I'm seeing is that a lot of you guys, perseverance is keeping pushing forward, keep going no matter what is going on or what is happening around you. All right. Balance is, I'm getting like with this balance is like, because we have time for a nap here, so this balance is like knowing when to move forward and knowing when to step back. So a lot of you guys may be dealing with a lot of frustration or a lot of anxiety right now, but it's because you need to bring some balance into your life. You need to know when to move forward and when to rest. You need to know when to take a nap. So Spirit is saying that the situation that you are currently struggling with, you're struggling with it because you need to take a break. You need to take a nap. You need to just step back for a second and just take a breath. All right, going into meditation, going into solitude, and just stop working. Stop thinking about the day. Stop thinking about your goals. Stop thinking about life. Stop thinking about what you have to do so that you are able to clear your mind, because this time for a nap card says that in order for these thoughts to flow freely through you, these ideas to flow freely through you, you have to clear all of that clutter in your mind so that you can hear Spirit, so you can really get to the source and really get these ideas that are trying to come. All right, so we have blessed here, and blessed is a gift. Blessed is like a gift from Spirit. It's just a gift that Spirit just decides to just give to you, an unexpected gift or reward from Spirit. Something, like I said, something that you didn't expect, something that you didn't have to work hard for. It's like Spirit is just gifting you this. So for some of you guys, it's this time for you to just take a step back, just take a break and be in the moment, clearing your mind of everything that you have to do. Perseverance, moving forward when you need to, with using this situation, but it needs to be balanced. There has to be balance between doing and being. Okay? So right now, Spirit is telling you that now is the time for you to just be. Now is the time for you to just take a break. Like, this blessing is coming, but I need you to know what to do with it. When I give this blessing to you, it's something that you don't expect. Again, with this blessed card here, it's something that you don't expect. But Spirit is like, I need you to know exactly what to do with this when I give it to you. So I need you to take a break. I need you to go into solitude, still your mind, get rid of all that clutter, get rid of everything that you think you have to do, so that you are able to get the information or, get the ideas and know how to, ground it and, move forward once it's given to you, once you have it, so you know what to do with it. Again, no. So yes, Spirit is telling you that if you are trying to move forward in the current situation and it just seems to not be working out, Spirit is telling you, no, stop moving forward. Take a break, take a nap. And this take a nap card actually speaks on like not stopping what you're working on right now and doing something else, but just stopping altogether, not doing anything, being in a place of just nothingness. You're not doing anything. You're literally just sitting there and you're not doing anything. That is what your spirit guides want you to do. So if you have a question about whether you should move forward with something, Spirit is telling you the answer is no. All right. We have improving health. So a lot of you guys, Spirit is asking you, Spirit is wanting you to improve your health, and not just, that physical health, but Spirit is wanting you to improve your mental health, that anxiety or that stress. Spirit is wanting you to improve your mental health, spending some time with yourself to work on your mental health. Again, when you get this blessing from Spirit that just seems to just fall out of the air right into your lap, you're not even going to know what to do with it, because your mind is just going to be all over the place. Okay. So definitely working on your mental health and what's going on around you, having balance, because that stress and that that anger and that anxiety, it works on you, so you need to just take a moment to just breathe so that you can really improve your health, physical health too, not just mental, but physical health too, because a lot of you guys are getting so overwhelmed, raising your blood pressure, so Spirit is like, work on that. Use this time to work on that, to bring yourself back into balance and understand that it's happening for you and not to you, and something amazing is coming your way. Sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, you guys. Sacrifice these goals that sacrifice these goals that you think you have for yourself, or sacrifice the outcome in the time, sacrifice that time frame. Sacrifice that agenda. You are thinking to yourself that I have to keep going because I have to have this done by a certain time. Time is not stopping. I'm getting old. I have to keep going. I have to get this done by the time I turn 30, or I got to get this done by the time I turn 35. Spirit is like, Let go of that. Let go of the agenda. Let go of the need to have everything done at a certain time. It's going to happen. You need to focus on you. You need to stop whatever it is that you are doing and focus on yourself. Also, a lot of things are going to have to happen right now in your current moment. If you're whatever situation you are struggling with, Spirit is saying you need to sacrifice something. If there is something that you are working on, or that you have, that you enjoy doing, Spirit is like, maybe these things are not in alignment with who you are. They are not in alignment with your mission, with why you are put here. You're gonna have to sacrifice these things to get this other thing that is going to bring you this fulfillment. Okay? And right now you guys may be losing these things that you thought you loved doing, or you thought you just had to do. That may be the situation that you're currently struggling with, is that you're losing it. But Spirit is like, just take a break, calm down, calm yourself down, and look at this situation from a new perspective. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? What lessons do I need to learn? This is happening for me so that I can get where? What is the lesson here? What am I supposed to be learning here? You need to sacrifice something. And whatever this is that Spirit is going to give to you, it's going to be something that you are going to look at and just be like, I didn't even know I needed this. Recognition and reward, you guys, is coming. It's going to pay off. Everything that you want, everything that is that you're trying to do, it is going to pay off. You are going to know. Go into stillness, clear your mind, work on your health. Work on these things about yourself that, all of those shadow sides of, shadow parts of you that you need to work on that, so that you are able to get up and get going when so that you are able to listen to your intuition and let your intuition guide you. So when it's time to step up and it's time to move forward, you know when it's time to get going. You know when it's time to rest, and when it's time to it's time to go forward. But like I said, that recognition and that reward is coming. Whatever it is that you are trying to get, whatever goal it is that you are trying to get to, whatever outcome it is that you want, it is coming. The reward is coming. You will be rewarded for your hard work. With this blessed card here, you will be rewarded for the hard work that you are putting in. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys, the situation that you are currently struggling with is you not being able to see whatever it is that you're working hard towards. You're not able to see it paying off. You don't see all of the work that you're putting in. You don't see the outcome. You're like, I'm doing all of this hard work. I'm promoting myself. I'm helping other people. I'm giving to other people. But when am I going to get what I'm looking for? When am I going to receive what I need? And Spirit is just like, you need to just calm down, okay? That is what Spirit is telling you. Those of you who chose pile number 4, Spirit is like, you need to calm down. Stop moving forward right now. Right now, you need to focus. And whatever it is that you're working on, Spirit is like, this is for you. This is yours. It's yours. But right now, you are moving from a place of, I gotta go harder and harder and harder, because I don't see what I want. I don't see the outcome that I want. And Spirit is like, no, that's because I need you to take a break so that you can get into enjoying the journey of it. So that you can get into enjoying the lows and the highs, not just only enjoying the highs. You have to enjoy the lows too, because you're going to have to go through those low points in everything you do in your life. When you accomplish this goal, when you get this recognition and reward for whatever you are working on, this is not the end for you. You're going to step into something else. You're going to want to add something else onto that. You're going to want to do something else, which is what? You're going to start a whole new learning phase, a whole new period of just learning, being back to having balance of working. So you're going to go through those low points again. So Spirit is like, where you are right now, I need you to understand. I need you to be able to enjoy those low points, and I need you to be able to understand those high points. So if you are feeling like you don't see this going anywhere, if you are unable to see the outcome, or if you are unable to just, if you feel as if the hard work or whatever that you are putting in is not paying off, just know that it will. But right now it's not, because I need you to take a break and bring some balance back into your life. 8 of Swords. A lot of you guys have limiting beliefs. A lot of you guys are looking at this situation as if it's happening to you. You're looking at this situation like, why me? Why do I have to happen to this? Why couldn't I start today and then I'd be a millionaire tomorrow? Like, that's how you're thinking, and your spirit guides are asking you that you will stop struggling with this situation once you release yourself from these negative mental thoughts or these self-limiting beliefs of believing that you had to have something done in a certain amount of time, that or for a lot of you guys, this may even be feeling not worthy of something. So Spirit is like, you will succeed. You will get this recognition and reward. But that is why I'm asking you to take a break. That is why I'm asking you to, take a step back right now. Because your mental health is starting to decline because you're having this mindset of, I'm not worthy of this. I don't deserve this. And even though, like I said, you're not saying this out loud to yourself, but subconsciously you're thinking, I don't deserve this. Or it's like you have that energy. You keep pushing forward because you want it, but it's still like the energy of like, I don't deserve this. And Spirit is like, you need to come out of that. You need to release yourself from these negative thoughts. You need to let go of these negative thoughts because they're not serving you. They're only hindering you. They're holding you back. And we have the King of Cups here. So the King of Cups is all about being emotionally balanced. So, Spirit is asking you to get your emotions back into balance. Stop letting what's going on around you affect your emotions. Stop letting it affect your mental health. Just because you don't see results right now don't mean that results are not going to come. It do not mean that you are not going to be blessed. It do not mean that you are not going to get whatever it is that you are asking for, that it's not going to pay off in the end. Spirit is like, no, it's going to happen, but you need to keep yourself in check. You need to check your emotions. And a lot of you guys, what you are going through right now, it's just testing you. It's testing your faith. It's testing your ability to keep going forward, no matter what's going on around you. So Spirit is like, this is just a test. But you need to take a break and learn the lesson that needs to be learned here, because a lot of you guys are just going, and you're just, you're not even paying attention to the lesson that needs to be learned here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, you guys, opportunity, something is coming, a blessing is coming. The Knight of Pentacles is also about putting in the work. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, this right now you need to take a break. But when your intuition tells you to keep moving forward, when your intuition tells you to get up and go forward, stop. Now you've had enough of a break, and now I need you to get up and start working again. This Knight of Pentacles, your spirit guides and your ancestors are telling you that I'm going to need you to put the work in. The hard work. Don't give up. This is your lesson. A lot of you guys, the lesson in this is so that you're not giving up when things become frustrating. When things start to happen in ways that you didn't expect, that you don't just want to give up, that you keep going, because the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is dependable. He's responsible. Everything, it may take him a while to get it done, but he's going to see it through all the way to the end. And your spirit guides want you to know that even if it takes you a while, even if you set a goal for yourself and you say, hey, I want to have 500 subscribers in 30 days, right? Spirit is like, you need to understand that even if that doesn't happen exactly how you plan, you need to keep pushing forward. You need to keep setting goals for yourself. You need to keep putting the work in no matter what. You need to keep making it happen, because you are going to be blessed. It's going to happen, but you're going to have to sacrifice that agenda you had for yourself. It's not going to work that way. 9 of Cups, and being grateful for how far you've come. So a lot of you guys, what I am getting is a lot of you guys are not seeing the progress with this 9 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are not seeing the progress that you made. So with this 9 of Cups, your spirit guides, your ancestors are just telling you like, hey, look, the reason why I need you to take a break is because I need you to sit in this moment. I need you to be in this moment and be grateful for how far you've come. A lot of you guys are not seeing it, but you're already getting that recognition and reward. You've already, you started at nothing and you're something now, but you have to sit with it to see it. You have to quiet your mind, because a lot of you guys, what I'm getting is you're thinking of your glass half empty rather than half full. You're looking at your situation and thinking about how far you have to go rather than how far you've come. And Spirit wants you to stop that. They want you to sit with yourself. And a lot of you guys, it's affecting your mental health. It's making you crazy. It's like, not crazy, but it's making you like stressed. It's making you anxious. It's making you fearful. It's making you frustrated and angry because you don't see it yet. You don't see that progress yet. You don't see how far you've come just yet. And Spirit is like, I need you to take a break, because you're already somewhere. You are not where you started, and I need you to see that. But you don't see that because you're so focused on where you feel like you should be, or you are so focused on the fact that you are not where you feel like you should be. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, again, like I said, this is just about the hard work, putting in the work, making sure that you see everything that you do, even the little things. Even if it's something as simple as cleaning your whole house. If you start cleaning your house, you finish cleaning your house. You don't just clean the kitchen and the living room and be like, okay, I'm gonna finish the rest tomorrow, and then you never get it done. And then a couple days later, you're like, okay, now I'm gonna clean the house. Spirit is like, make sure that you are seeing everything that you do all the way through to the end, no matter how small it is, so that you can get into that habit of seeing things all the way through to the end. All right, so we're going to get right into this affirmation card, and it said, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. Okay, so with this card, you guys, your spirit guys want to know the current situation that you are struggling with. Stop looking forward to the outcome. Stop praying for the outcome. Stop praying to get to your destination already. There's a journey. You have to go through the journey. You have to experience all of the journey. And instead of praying for the outcome, instead of asking for the outcome, instead of begging and crying and being anxious about the outcome, your spirit guides wants you to look for ways to service everyone. What can I do to improve whatever it is that I'm working on? What can I do to make this better? How can I make this better? How can I service everyone? What can I make that, it wouldn't be the same, but it would be different for everyone, but it would be exactly what everyone needs. What can I do? And then, so definitely servicing other people, taking care of other people, all right? Taking care of the people around you, because your mental health, your energy is going into whatever it is that you are making, whatever it is that you are working on, your energy is going into it. So make sure that the energy that you are putting into your business or that you are putting into your relationships, that it is the energy that you want to get out of it, because the energy that you put in is definitely going to be the energy that you get out of it. So pile number 4, that is your reading. If this resonates with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to everyone who watches and support, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.